Cobra Kai creators set to adapt classic video game into movie. Video game adaptations are booming right now, from Uncharted to Sonic the Hedgehog. So you may be thinking, what else is coming up? If you like the classic first-person shooter Duke Nukem, we've got some news. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Gearbox's fan-favorite franchise, Duke Nukem, is now set to come to Hollywood. Legendary Entertainment, the firm behind Dune and the Godzilla monster film series, has taken on the Duke Nukem film rights from Gearbox, bringing Cobra Kai creators Josh Heald, John Hurwitz, and Hayden Schlossberg all on board to help put it together. Legendary will produce the film with Marla Studios' Jean-Julian Baronet, an old hand at game adaptation, involved as part of the crew. Hopefully it follows with the success of other game adaptations, such as Netflix's The Witcher starring Henry Cavill, which is heading for its third season. Meanwhile, Spider-Man's Tom Holland revealed earlier this year which video game adaptation he is keen to pursue next after the relative success of Uncharted. "I would like to make a Jack and Amp, Daxter movie, and I would play Jack," he told GameSpot. "But I would make it at A24. So it was really weird and like dark. I would do like a really weird, live-action version of Jack and Amp, Daxter." He may even reunite with his Uncharted director Ruben Fleischer on the project, as the latter has stated he's excited to work on it as well. Jurassic World Dominion opens big at the global box office. Jurassic World Dominion hit theaters this weekend, and it's the latest in the franchise to have major success at the box office. The reviews for the film haven't been as positive as fans were expecting. In fact, the movie is currently up on Rotten Tomatoes with a 31% critics score. However, moviegoers seem to be enjoying the film more, as it has a 79% audience score. As of this morning, Dominion has earned $389 million at the global box office. According to Deadline, Dominion made $143.37 million at the domestic box office, and about $245 million at the international box office. That means the film has had the fourth best opening weekend of the pandemic after Spider-Man: No Way Home, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and Top Gun: Maverick. Dominion opened in 57 new markets this weekend, including China, where it grossed $15.3 million on its first day, and $52.50 over the weekend, which makes it their top Hollywood earner of the year. This is an impressive amount considering about 20% of theaters remain closed in China. "We couldn't be more thrilled with the results," Veronica Quan Vandenberg, Universal Pictures International President of Distribution, told Deadline. "It is a true testament to the enduring love for this franchise, and a monumental collaboration between filmmakers and the cast, the Universal team around the world, and exhibitors everywhere. The big question now is how Dominion will compare to Jurassic World and Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom when all is said and done." Jurassic World made $1,017,673,342 at the worldwide box office, to become the ninth highest grossing film of all time in 2015. Fallen Kingdom earned $1,308,467,944 at the worldwide box office in 2018, making it the 16th highest grossing movie of all time. Jurassic World Dominion stars Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard star as Owen Grady and Claire Dearing, as well as Jurassic Park alums Laura Dern, Ellie Sattler, Sam Neill, Alan Grant, and Jeff Goldblum, Ian Malcolm. The film also features B.D. Wong as Dr. Henry Wu, Isabella Sermon as Maisie Lockwood, DeWanda Wise as Kayla Watts, Mahmouda Athey as Ramsey Cole, Dichan Lockman as Soyona Santos, and Campbell Scott as Lewis Dodgson. Joining the Jurassic team for the first time is Emily Carmichael, who has crafted the Jurassic World Dominion screenplay with Trevorrow. They worked from a story by Derek Connolly and Colin Trevorrow, who together co-wrote Jurassic World and Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. The first Thor, Love and Thunder spoilers have arrived. Thor, Love and Thunder hits theaters on July 8th, making the Thor franchise the first in the MCU to receive 4 installments. That's hardly surprising considering how beloved Thor, Chris Hemsworth, is. Being alive after the events in Avengers Endgame also helps, and Marvel hardly completed Thor's arc in that movie. If anything, there's more of Thor's story left to tell. And we now have a few official Love and Thunder spoilers that reveal some details about this next Thor-centric story. What follows below aren't rumors or leaks that insiders posted online. They come from a different leak, Disney's D23 magazine, which will release next month. That means you're not getting the entire Thor 4 plot spoiled. But if you want to avoid the Love and Thunder spoilers, you should stop reading right now. With Endgame, Marvel killed or retired most of the original Avengers. That's why some of those characters will never get a 4th movie like Thor. Most of those characters already have replacements, or we will get them soon. But the God of Thunder will meet his replacement in Thor 4. We've known that Jane, Natalie Portman, will become Mighty Thor since summer 2019 when Marvel announced Thor 4. The studio revealed back then that Jane will be back and that she'll rock the Mjolnir hammer. We've talked a lot about Mighty Thor and Mjolnir after the trailers and promo videos, but we were not surprised to see Marvel show Jane in Mighty Thor costume, or using the hammer. These were never Love and Thunder spoilers to begin with. But Marvel never explained how Jane becomes Mighty Thor. Or how she ends up repairing the hammer. And the Love and Thunder trailers do tell us that it's not Thor who will fix Mjolnir. This brings us to the Love and Thunder spoilers from the D23 magazine. Portman talked about her Mighty Thor character, revealing the connection to the hammer. What Thor doesn't know is that Jane is secretly struggling with a terrible hardship, something she's able to conceal so long as she's wielding Mjolnir. Portman was intrigued by the prospect of playing someone who is as weak as she is strong, depending on her circumstance. Fans of the comics must know that Jane is battling cancer while being the Mighty Thor. But that's a big spoiler for all the MCU fans who have not read the comics. The same D23 magazine coverage drops other Love and Thunder spoilers. This time it's about Gore the God Butcher, Christian Bale, and the kind of villain we're about to see in the sequel. From the looks of it, we have reasons to be excited about Bale's role in the MCU. Gore might turn out to be one of the great villains of the MCU. Gore's backstory involves being wronged by the gods, and a lot of his motivation is getting revenge for these wrongdoings. We really wanted to explore this idea of religion, belief, and what it means to put your faith in a higher power. And because Thor is essentially a god, what does it mean for him to represent these gods? That might not seem like a big Love and Thunder spoiler. But having a great villain in an MCU story is very important. Chris Hemsworth also tackled Gore's complexity. Gore is not a straightforward villain. There's a real complexity to him. It's not black and white, what he's doing. He has a truthful motivation, which I think makes for the most interesting kind of villain. You might not agree with how he's going about it, but you understand why he's been tipped over the edge, and why he's gone down this path. It's a really challenging one for Thor, because the set of questions Gore's posing do hold some truth, but he can't let Gore destroy the universe in the process. That, I think, makes this a greater dynamic, and not as predictable as the straightforward good guy versus bad guy scenario we've seen before. Squid Game greenlit for Season 2. Squid Game, Season 2 is officially a go, Netflix announced on Sunday. Netflix announced the news with a characteristically creepy 10-second teaser that opens on an extreme close-up of the show's red light, green light, animatronic doll. The circle, square and triangle representing different designations of the Squid Game guards appears at the bottom of the screen as the number 2 takes the place of the robot's eye. The streamer also treated fans to a sneak preview of the upcoming season from writer, director, and executive producer Hwang Dong-hyuk. The message opened with a heartfelt note to fans, thanking them for watching and loving our show. It took 12 years to bring the first season of Squid Game to life last year, Dong-hyuk wrote. But it took 12 years for Squid Game to become the most popular Netflix series ever. He then revealed that protagonist Ji-hun, Lee Jung-jae, who won Best Male Actor at this year's Screen Actor Guild Awards for the role, will return for season 2, as will the frontman, Lee Byung-hun, the masked man, who oversees the Squid Game from a luxury apartment.